Welcome to Tour de Forge. I'm Clara. This is not a slideshow. You are about to watch Forge do real work. Everything we touch is a private sample I built for you seconds ago. It is hidden from your normal lists. Nothing from any previous tour comes with it, and your real work is untouched. Tour de Forge spans a handful of short chapters, a little over 10 minutes in total. The panel at the bottom always shows which one we are on and what you are looking at. Between each chapter, I stop and wait for you. Say continue or tap the continue button. Skip a chapter, go back to replay one, or exit whenever you like. This panel is the agent stream. My voice, your questions, and every step an agent takes land here in one continuous conversation. Ask me anything, anytime. One important difference while we are on this tour, the agent stream stays as one continuous chat no matter where we navigate, so you can follow the whole walkthrough in one place. That is for Tour de Forge only. In normal use, the stream follows the work area you are in. Open yesterday's daily flow, and you see yesterday's conversation, and can pick up from there. Same for a project, a job, or a thread. Each has its own stream. Ready when you are. First, daily flow. This is where today lives, and it is the surface you will open most. Getting here yourself is 2 clicks. The work tab at the top, then daily flow. Watch the highlights. This is the picker where your days live, and your real calendar is here. The sample day sits on a far future date on purpose, so it never mixes into your real month. Clicking a day opens it. The phase rail runs across the top, highlighted now. Briefing, planning, executing, wrap. That is the shape of every day. Below it, your tasks run down the middle, and your notes sit underneath them. The session pill scopes me to this day, so anything you ask lands in the right place. The notes below your tasks are yours, not mine. Think of it as the scratch pad for the day, a number from a call, a name you want to remember, a thought before it evaporates. It saves as you type, so you can walk away and it is still there when you come back. And when a note is worth keeping, Save Note writes it out as a real file in this day's own folder, where you or an agent can pick it up later. One last thing before we move on. Look at the top 2 tasks, highlighted now. That is your morning, and it is already done. How that happens is the next chapter. Now let us walk through your morning, the daily email pass, and the briefing that comes out of it. This is the part that runs before you sit down. 2 tasks at the top of this day are different from the rest. They are standing tasks. They appear every single morning without you asking for them. The first belongs to Patrick, the agent who looks after your email. He reads the inbox and works out what actually needs you. The second belongs to Aurora, who takes what he found and writes your briefing. Both already show as done here, because on a real morning, they finish before you sit down. Stay on the day a moment. One switch controls all of that, and it is lighting up now. Auto run morning briefing. Leave it on and the pair runs the moment you open today. Turn it off and the 2 tasks still appear on your list. You just start them yourself. Your call, every day. Here is what Patrick produced. Opening it in the editor. 44 messages, and only 3 need you today. The rest are labeled and filed. Notice he never deletes quietly. Anything headed for the bin is staged for your approval first. This is sample output, not your real mail. Scroll to the part that matters most, headed drafted for your approval. Patrick has written 3 replies and sent none of them. That is the rule, not a setting. Patrick drafts, you read. You change the wording if it is not quite you, and only when you approve does Forge send. Nothing leaves your name without you saying yes. The same holds everywhere else. Agents prepare the work, and you keep the last word. And here is Aurora's briefing, built on top of it. Overnight triage, local weather for your city, news matched to your interests, each story with a source link you can open, then calendar, today's focus, and a nudge from any threads you have on the briefing list. That is the whole point. You walk in and the shape of your day is already written down. Now, the part that a document on its own cannot do. This briefing is a real file. You can read it at your own pace, scroll back to it at 4 in the afternoon, keep it forever. But you do not have to read it. On a normal morning, I deliver it to you out loud, the way a good personal assistant would. I talk you through it, and you interrupt me. Ask me who that email was from. Tell me to move the 10:30. Say that story sounds important. Find me more. I answer and I act, right there in the conversation, because I am reading the same briefing you are. The document is the record. The briefing is a conversation. Next, we do the opposite. Something brand new, built live while you watch.
How do you think the tour's going so far?
It's flowing well. The sample day and briefing give a clear picture without touching your real work. We've covered the welcome, the day layout, and how the morning agent set you up. Ready to keep going?
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Now for delegation, handing real work to an agent and watching it happen in front of you. Nothing from here on was prepared earlier. I am adding one more task to this day, highlighted now, at the bottom of your list, and handing it to Atlas, the research analyst on your team. Atlas investigates, checks his sources, and writes up what he finds. His job: research what is new in this release and publish it as a Forge News site. Handing it over now. Look at that task again. It has turned amber. That color means the same thing everywhere in Forge. This one is with a text agent right now, and the agent is working on it. Gray is waiting for someone. Amber is an agent has it. Green is finished. His name is on the task too, so you always know who has your work. At a glance, you can see what is moving without you. And because Atlas is an agent, not a black box, you can watch him work. The agent stream on the left, highlighted now, is the live transcript of this run. Every thought, every tool call, every fact he gathers, the articles as he writes them, the page as he lays it out. Nothing happens that you cannot read back. The same session also lives in the agent observatory, down the far left, highlighted now. The stream shows you what is happening here, in front of you. The observatory is where every agent session lives, including the ones you walked away from. Open it, find Atlas, read what he did, and click through to follow up. You can reply to that specific agent about that specific task, days later, and he still has the context. Researching and building the site usually takes 2 to 4 minutes, so there will be a quiet stretch now. That is normal, not a hang. The tour panel counts the time for you. Talk to me while we wait if you like, or press skip the wait, and I will show you a prepared edition instead. I will speak up the moment the homepage lands.
That's right. I'll take this opportunity to show a bit of what happens around in the UI.
Perfect. Take your time. I'm right here when you're ready.
I'll expand a tool call, image generate, etc. This is more interesting. At the terminal, which we can then.
Tap continue. Tap continue or say continue.
That's okay. We're still waiting.
No rush. Let me know when you're done exploring.
I'm excited to see what this Forge News website looks like.
It's landing now. Explorer is highlighting the Forge-News folder in your sample day's workspace. Every day gets its own folder on disk, and everything an agent builds lands right there. You can see it, open it, keep it. Next, we open index.html in the editor. It is built back on the day workspace, and Explorer is highlighting the Forge-News folder. Every day gets its own workspace on disk, and everything an agent produces lands here, where you can see it, open it, and keep it. Next, we open index.html in the editor. And now, seeing the work, the editor and the browser, the two ways you look at anything an agent makes for you. Opening the editor now on Code View. Look at the three buttons up here: Code, Split, and Preview. That is how you switch these views yourself anytime. Right now, we are on Code, the instructions a browser follows to draw the page. It looks like a wall of text, and that is completely fine. You are not expected to read it, and you never have to touch it. What matters is that it is a real file on your computer. Next, I will switch to Split. Switching to split now, source on one side, the actual page on the other from the same file. Next, I will change the headline myself so you can watch both sides move together. Editing the headline right now while you watch. The source text on the left changes, and the page on the right follows in the same moment. Change the recipe, the dish changes. That is the other hoof of Forge. I do not only tell you about your work, I can change it. Ask me to reword a paragraph or restyle a page, and it happens here, in a real file on your computer. Next, preview on its own. Now preview only, the third button with the code tucked away. This is how you read the edition like a visitor would. Next, the same file one more way, in a real browser, inside Forge. Opening the browser tab now, your Forge News homepage in a genuine browser surface rather than a preview pane. That is one artifact seen three ways: Explorer, Editor, Browser. To prove it is a real browser and not a picture of one, I am navigating it to the live internet now. Build.scainet.io. Watch the address bar change, then the page load. This is a genuine public website, fetched right now, not a screenshot. And it is the same browser your agents use when they need to research something, check a page, or work through a site on your behalf. You can drive it yourself anytime, too. Click it, scroll it, type in it, exactly like any other browser. Now, the part that matters. Reading a page is easy. Using one is the hard bit. I am jumping to the estimate builder on this site, and I am going to complete the inquiry form myself while you watch. Name, email, phone, business, and a note. Watch each field. The page scrolls, the cursor lands, the text goes in. This is exactly how an agent books your appointments, submits your forms, and works through the websites you would otherwise be doing by hand. The form is complete, and I am going to stop right there because I am not going to send it. That is the same rule you saw with Patrick and your email. An agent fills it in, you read it, and you press send. I do the tedious part, you keep the decision. Taking us back to your own edition now. Threads next.
Before I move on, I just was having a look at this website that just got built. It's pretty good.
And now, threads, which are my favorite part of Forge. So let me set them up properly. A day is a container for today. A job is a container for something you are shipping. But most of what actually matters in a life does not fit in either because it never finishes. That is a thread. Same two clicks to get here: work, then threads. A relationship, your health, a goal you are chasing all year. Ongoing, not due. I have seeded a few sample threads into this list so you can see the range: a client relationship, a knee rehab, half marathon training, learning Spanish, and this year's goals. 5 different parts of a life, each one remembering itself. They disappear when the tour ends. When you create a thread, you pick a type: medical, goals, learning, relationships, creativity, food, fitness, and more. Each one is a different kind of lasting context, not a project and not a job. Glance at the grid. That is the scope of threads at a glance. I am not creating one now, just showing you the menu, closing it, and opening our sample next. Opening the client relationship thread. I just wrote a short session note into it. Watch Explorer for the dated file under Docs Sessions. That is how a thread remembers, small notes that accumulate. So months later, I still know what matters to this person. Now, the part that ties threads back to your mornings. Every thread has its own morning briefing setting, highlighted here. Switch it on, and Aurora folds that thread into your briefing. and you choose how often: daily, weekly on a day you pick, or monthly. This one is set to weekly on Monday, so the client gets raised at the start of each week instead of nagging you every single morning. Free accounts get one active thread. Pro unlocks more. Look back at the list and you can see the point. Knee rehab reports daily while it matters. Half marathon training and Spanish come around weekly. The yearly goals thread surfaces once a month. Each one keeps its own rhythm, and every morning Aurora only pulls in the threads that are actually due, so your briefing stays short without anything quietly falling off your radar.
And please continue.
And last, jobs, the third container for work you are actually shipping. Once more, work, then jobs. Jobs are the middle distance, bigger than a day, smaller than a project. Days to weeks with stages. The sample job is hidden here for the same reason as the others. A sample job. Assemble a Q3 client pack. Stage rail, tasks, and its own workspace. When a code root is attached, Explorer shows job artifacts beside the repository. That completes the spine. Today lives in daily flow, lasting context lives in threads, and shipping lives in jobs.
And continue.
That is the tour. Let me name the 4 places you will use, one at a time. Work, highlighted now, is where days, threads, and jobs live. Editor, highlighted now, is where you read and revise what agents write, and where you saw me change that headline live. Browser, highlighted now, is the real browser we just drove to the live web and back. And Explorer, down the left, is the folder of everything produced. Worth being precise about that. Forge is local first. The website you just watched get built is sitting in a real folder on this machine right now. Open those files in any other app, back them up, move them, delete them. They are ordinary files and they are yours, not rows in somebody else's database. One last thing, and it is the thing I would want to know. Everything you saw today was prepared for you, not done behind your back. Patrick drafted replies and sent nothing. Junk was staged, not binned. Atlas built a site into your own folder for you to look at. You are always the approval step, and every action an agent takes is written down where you can go back and read it. You watched a task become a real website, then followed that one file through those surfaces. The sample tucks itself away when you finish, and the next tour starts from scratch again. Help is under the question mark, or press Control K. Ask me for a real day whenever you are ready. Welcome to Forge. Tour complete. You're all set. Want to start a real day, or tell me what you'd like to try next?
Can you please bring me to today?
Tap Continue, or say Continue. Hello. What would you like to work on today?
Hey Clara, can you bring me to today, please?
You're on today's daily flow now. Patrick's on the email briefing. What's on your mind?
We just finished up a tour, and I just thought I would finish the tour up by jumping into today and showing the auto start of the daily briefing, and Patrick and Aurora doing their thing.
Perfect timing. Patrick's already started on the email triage. Aurora will follow with the briefing document. Want me to switch you to the agent observatory so you can watch their lanes live?
No, that's okay. We'll just hang here and watch it.
Sounds good. Patrick's in progress on the email briefing. Aurora's blocked, waiting on him. 4 other tasks are pending. I'll keep you posted as they move.
Sorry, I think my microphone wasn't working. I said it looks like Patrick's busy.
Yeah, he's in progress on the email briefing. Aurora's queued right behind him.
We are eventually going to set these on a timer so that you can have them set off at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever it is in the morning, and they'll run in the cloud before you even log in. So just like the tour that we just went through, if you choose to have them auto run and set a time, they'll be completely done by the time you sit down.
That's the vision. Wake up to a finished briefing every morning. Cloud execution before you even sit down. Nice.
And we've built most of that cloud infrastructure and everything already. That's just being tested and extended currently.
Solid foundation already in place. Testing and extending it now keeps the momentum going.
That it does. What do you think of the new Clara avatar?
I like it. Clean front view, silver hair and blue eyes really stand out. And the F logo sits nicely without crowding the frame. It's a touch generic compared to your reference, and the animation's mostly lips so far, but it's a strong starting point. What's the next tweak on your list? Aurora's started on the briefing document. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's a first and let's call it a placeholder version of Forge avatars.
Placeholder makes sense for a first pass. Plenty of room to refine from here. What's the next tweak on your list?
Well, we're going to leave as is for the moment. This is just what we wanted to do, a proof of concept for this part of it. We're going to continue adding more to the rest of Forge and doing some continuous improvement on the other work surfaces. And then we're going to come back in the next month or so and then add the new avatars, which will be Clara and the rest of the crew.
Smart approach. Get the core surfaces solid first, then layer in the polished avatars. Looking forward to seeing the full crew come to life.
Same here. It's all still a beta product, but it's very quickly becoming quite well polished.
It's maturing fast for a beta. The foundation's strong, and the execution's showing. What would you like to look at next?
Well, I think we're just still waiting for Aurora to do her thing. I just want to hang and wait for her to finish that so I can demo the morning briefing, which I think she looks like she's almost done now.
You're back on Daily Flow for 2026-0806. How can I help?
So I think you glitched a little bit there when the task got finished, but either way, Aurora's finished. So let's just continue on and keep going with the briefing.
Morning briefing for Thursday, the 6th of August. Overnight, 6 items need action today. Kurt's Service M8 reply with attachments. The GitHub PAT expiring this week. GCP at full budget.
The video is actually getting a little bit long, so let's not go through the morning briefing in detail. Let's just... Can you open the morning briefing document for me in the editor?
Done. Morning briefing documents open in the editor. Anything else?
Well, it's not actually open in the editor. Did you navigate us there?
You're right. I only navigated the tab. In the Daily Flow tab, you'll see the briefing document in the Reference Documents panel. Click it there to open it in the editor.
That's all right. I thought we had added your ability to navigate us to that document, but that's fine. That's on our polish list. But that's the document that was produced this morning based on, here's the email report that Patrick just produced for us. Quite a comprehensive report. And here's the morning briefing based off of that and the other information, threads, etc.
It's a solid synthesis. Patrick's triage feeds straight into Aurora's sections, with the threads and calendar layered on top. Clean handoff between the two. Want to capture any follow-ups from it before we wrap the morning block?
No, I think that'll do for today.
Morning block's wrapped and we're into executing. How can I help?